Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Willow's Magical Adventure update. So, today it is the 19th of June, and I am in the middle of preparing myself for tonight's dedication ceremony and opening ceremony for the community and for myself to the Fae realm, and to all of my other energies and deities and their other energies and deities that they work with. Today is a really special day for me because I've had a deep connection with the Fae for a very long time, and I have learned many things from them. And we've reached that other part of our relationship and our connection. I now have an understanding of who I am and how I am connected to their realm, and that I am part of them. And I have known this for a long time, but it's only just been in the last few years that I've really put myself into making sure that I get myself to my dedication standard where I can dedicate myself to my fae folk. For years, I've worked with the Fae and done many things to help them, to do with nature, working with Mother Earth and Mother Nature. I am a priestess of Mother Earth, and I am very much about putting love and goodness into the world and into people, and uplifting and doing all motivational things. I have always had a love for nature, and I've always had a love for things like plants, flowers, trees, and stuff like that. But could I ever bring myself to actually physically grow my own garden? No. I was always so passionate and so in love with nature that I was so scared to allow myself to do so, even though I had people in my family that were very inclined in doing gardening. I had uncles that were gardeners. A lot of my family worked within the farming industry. But I am one of these people that, because I have my abilities, because of what I am, what I feel, what I see, what I'm connected to, I felt very passionately whenever I see a plant, a creature, or anything that is at that time where their life's coming to an end, and sometimes not for their own reasons. So I always found myself a very emotional person, and I knew that I really needed to work on that, and I really needed to keep connecting to Mother Earth, Mother Nature, and to the energies that I work with. The Fae were one of the energies that very much opened my heart, opened me back to my child side, and making me be able to realize and understand that, the whole process of life is the way that it is, and that in nature things die and come back, and sometimes some of these things happen for very horrible reasons. But I was able to come to process that and to understand that, which is why I do the education and why I try to learn and teach people many different things. I just purely put on my knowledge and my wisdom that I've been given by my energies to try to help and to educate others, just like a lot of my sisters, brothers, my pups, and people do as well. My journey started out with starting to form a fairy garden. Over time, I'd been watching certain sisters like Sister Mystical, bless her soul. She is absolutely amazing. She started doing a magical garden a year or so ago. And me, Sister Drew, and other people followed her and found it very intriguing. Now, watching Sister Mystical and having the belief from Sister Drew and my other sisters and my community really helped me to build that confidence to overcome that worry about being able to grow a garden. I've always loved my plants and flowers and trees, as I said to you, and I'd always wanted to have a garden where I could grow my own herbs, my own flowers, and be able to be in my natural element, nature. I love nature and I can't always get out to it because of my illness. So I've finally been able to come to that stage where I could say, well, I can now bring nature to me. And I can do that because I have the understanding, the connection, and the bond. Because I have energies such as elemental, fairy, dragon, and other nature energies connected to me, as well as gods, goddesses, Mother Earth, and Mother Nature, and the universe energy. So through doing that, I was able to establish myself a few years back that I was ready to get to that dedication stage. So tonight is a really big thing for me and for the faith, because we have built our relationship and trust within each other for many years, and it was always just an opening. Now I will be performing an opening ceremony tonight to do with the Fae realm, which will be in dedication to my community on YouTube and Facebook, and my sisters, and to people like my family. I simply have a garden area now with flowers, and which will situate and become a realm within the fairy realm. The realm is named and will be named in the ceremony, and will be given over to the Fae. And this will be an opening ceremony for you as my community. This ceremony allows you to be able to come to my garden spiritually, not in person, but in spiritual person. Meaning you could use it for things like meditation, for grounding, for uplifting you, or just something that you can simply come to see, relax, and to chill in. But you can also help yourself in everyday life and help your loved ones and family of blood or friends or anybody that you care about that may be having a problem. You would be able to come to my garden and have the energies of the Fae and of nature's elements and Mother Earth and Mother Nature themselves right at your beck and call. I simply have opened this garden and I've put it into the dedication of the Fae because it is the Fae's area and it is where their homes and stuff will be situated. There is a threshold that is going to be performed and put around my house on the ritual, meaning that the place will become secret and protected, just as my pups did with his grove, but protected by the Fae, protected by Mother Earth and Mother Nature. This just simply means that any positive and good energy can come in, whether you're spirit, nature based, or any type, but no negative or bad energy can overcome that threshold. The protection is there for my home, for my garden, for the Fae realm, and for anybody that's wanting to use my garden. So you can simply come to my garden for anything. But you can't just simply turn up. You do need to have an envision of the keys. Now, this is the sister key. Okay, so this is just for me and the sisters. But I do ask that my community of YouTube and Facebook, when you're wanting to come into the garden to maybe get spiritual healing or get any type of help, maybe you're needing spiritual guidance or wisdom, or you're wanting to communicate with your energies, or maybe energies of other sisters and brothers that you follow that are connected, you'll be able to do so by envisioning this key, which is the sister key, and envisioning these two keys, which are the Fae keys. These keys are the Fae's keys that open them to all of the doorways that I put down within woodland, in my home, or anywhere that I go. And the other key simply represents their homes and any future homes or anything that's built, which will include the fairy manor. So simply, when you're wanting to come to my garden, you can either meditate or you can just simply focus on my image of my garden and these keys and the flower that I have dedicated to you. I will show the flowers to you very shortly in this video also, so you know which flower is for the community. So you simply just focus on these keys, focus on the image of my garden and the flower, and you can come there through your spiritual travel in sleep. You can come through by just sitting there and thinking and envisioning it, and you can come there through meditation. It's whatever your choice chooses to be, but you will need to envision these and envision yourself coming into my garden to be able to do this. And you also need to be able to also remember to say, please, may I enter Willow's Fae garden. Okay, that is what my community has to say, and that is also what my sisters have to say. But there is another level for my sisters. Now, when I say my sisters, I mean my sisters of the clan that are in the WhatsApp group that Sister drew up. Now, these ladies are people that I trust 100% and I work with every day. So, not only do they have the access to the fairy garden, which gives you access to certain parts of the fairy realm that are okay to visit when you have a secret space to do so. But the other parts of the fairy realm are normally closed to the community. These realms will only be opened to myself and my sister clan, chosen by the Fae and by my nature and spirit energies. My sisters, when wanting to enter houses such as the teapot, or going into the secret little garden area that I made, or go into any of the other homes that I have made for the Fae, or even to be able to enter to be closer to me in my home when the fairy manor is in there, they will simply have to envision both keys and envision this key. And they will have a password that I cannot give on this video for reasons for safety of the Fey realm and the safety of my spirits and energies I work with, and because of the safety of my garden and my home. This password will be given to my sisters privately, and on entry and wanting to come into communication to maybe talk to other spirit energies or my energies, to talk to the Fae, to be helped in their spiritual practices, to help them to get energy, whatever it is, my garden, the Fae, and my energies will help you as well as your own. But when the sisters are entering and wanting to come into certain houses to be able to have meets with the other sisters in the spiritual form or within mind and eye, they will need to envision this key and say the password. And this will allow them to enter those doors. The Fae are very aware of my sisters and are the ones that have said that they are welcomed into the realm. Please do not take offense when I am saying to you this. I have my garden open to the rest of you because you are people that are very dear and very close to me, and I want you to be able to have somewhere to be close, to be happy, and to be open, and to find your true self and how to learn and to communicate with energy. But the Fae do not want that amount of energy going in to their Fae realm. They want people that are established, open, and communicate and are open to learning with them. And that is what my sisters are. And the reason that my sisters have the access to be able to go into the pots and do other such things, which are very connected and very secret to the Fae realm, is because they are spiritual themselves. They have practices and do workings, and they have learned and shown their dedication and loyalty to the civilian and to the spiritual realms. So they are the only ones that will have that access, along with my pups and my mama. So with the flowers, when you're wanting to use my garden for any purpose that is positive and good only, no darkness will be allowed, and the Fae, with me being dedicated and opening to them in a dedication ceremony for myself and an opening ceremony for you guys, it means that the protection and rules are there, and that Fae and any of my energies in my home have access to that garden at all times, and they have the right to remove energy of people they feel are not doing right within that realm. As you all know, me as Willow, you have got to know me in a great deal of ways. And you know that I am very, very pure and very strong in my spirituality and who I am. So I do ask that anybody that does come to the garden does respect the garden, does respect my home, and respect the rules, and respect the energies of my garden. the Fae, and my spirit guides. At all times, Aura Darius will be present, along with Astro Shakara, that are also in that level. There is Timber and the other energies connected to Drew, and obviously the spirit guides of my sisters. These energies have access to my garden and to the Fae realm at all times. They already have deep connection with the Fae because of being some of them nature energies. So they very much are established and welcomed at all times in the Fae garden. So you will always have a watchful eye watching you from the other side, making sure that you do not step out of line. I will state and say to you now that all that they decide to do is on them. If you step out of line and you do something wrong that is disrespectful, then you have to expect your circumstances and your consequences. There will never ever be anything evil put upon you, but they will make you know that you've stepped out of line. And in some cases, if you have done something that they really do not like, you may not have entry to the garden anymore. So always remember and be wise that when you come into my garden and you want to connect to my Fae energies and you want to connect to my other energies, come with honor and respect and know that they are of higher energy and they know about everybody and they know how people should act within their realms. So respect it, honor it, and treat it with love. And do the same with my energies that you work with also. Never try to take too much and never ask for things that you cannot give back. Simply respect them. So I wanted to do this little video to just show you these things. So remember, if you are just my community of YouTube and Facebook, just by simply envisioning these and the flower and my garden, you can enter my garden and use it at your will in good and positive energy only. If you are my sisters, you envision both these keys, then this key, to be able to enter into all of the Fae realm. You have been personally invited and accepted into the realm. Are you at the levels and at the workings of myself? No. But are you acknowledged in your workings and what you are, and are you seen as powerful? Yes. And the reasons for your acceptance in the realm is so that they can simply connect, work with you, and bring you more guidance. And we, as sisters, can continue to help them, Mother Earth and Mother Nature. So just simply envision this key, and the password that I will send you in private message in the clan will be sent later, and you just simply say that word with these envisioned and the envision of your flower, and you may enter. And you can also enter the houses. Once you have done the password, sisters, all you say, I enter as the sisters, and I thank thee. Okay, and that's all you're going to do. I do everything tonight in the ceremony. I open the Fae realm. I open the Fae realm to the garden. I give the Fae garden to the Fae realm, meaning I put a space and a place there for the Fae to be able to be in safety, protection, and in solace. Somewhere where they can reside and do things comfortably without being disturbed, and having 24 hours, 7 days a week protection. And this also stands for you guys as well. So being at home, sometimes some people are quite funny about doing or opening to certain energies, and they're worried that maybe another energy is going to be able to get through. So they can go only to certain places. But some people sometimes find that it's really hard to get out because they may have medical issues, families, and things like that. My garden I have simply made for the Fae and for you, so that you can have a place that you can come to reside, to find yourself spiritually, to relax, any purpose you want that's good and of positive light. You can do that in the safety of my garden with 24 hours, 7 day a week protection. There is going to be and is a threshold around my house, meaning that no negative or bad energy can cross this threshold, meaning that only positive energy and positive energy of new energy coming can enter. So I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and I hope that you have a little bit more understanding of what's going on. The fairy garden is a very special place, and I have put a lot of work and dedication and love into it. And I'm really happy that I've got myself to this point now that I can fully feel that I can open my heart and dedicate fully to my faith folk, and that I can do a ceremony of opening to you. Simply, a ceremony of opening and a ceremony of dedication are totally different. An opening means that you've not dedicated to the Fae or to those energies, but you've simply opened yourself to learning and being taught by them, accepting that maybe in the future, when time is right, that you will dedicate to them. It's simply just a way of saying that I acknowledge you, I believe in you, and I want your wisdom and I want to help. Okay, so you have an opening so that yours and their energy is directly connected at all times. And if you have Fae energy that you're working with already, you will always have that deeper connection now. With a dedication ceremony, it's simply somebody that's been open for many years and learnt and found the wisdom, found their path and found their way and link to that realm. In my case, the Fae realm. My dedication ceremony is me opening my heart and saying to you that I dedicate to you fully, that I will protect you, love you, and keep you safe. That I will keep working to protect Mother Earth, Mother Nature, to protect you and to protect others. And that I will simply always illustrate my love, my honour, and my connection and dedication to the realm. I simply am giving my soul and heart through love and through light to them, in a way to say that I am your sister. I acknowledge that I am your sister and your child, and I acknowledge that I am part Fae and part of your realm, and that I am open to dedicating and to continue to protect all that I am put here to do so for. So it's a really big ceremony, because it's a ceremony once you dedicate, you can't turn back from. It's something that will be with you for life, and it is something that you only dedicate to when you have the most strongest and most deepest connection with that energy. And in my case, with my dragons and with my Fae, I have very deep connections and have done since I was a child. And my dedication to the dragons were done a few weeks back, and now I'm doing my dedication to the Fae. And I'm really, really excited about this, because they've been waiting for a long time for me to do this moment, and I've been waiting for a long time to get the courage to do it. But I nearly wasn't going to at one point. But I found myself in a place now where I am fully in my establishment. I am fully in that place that I understand to do with them. They have opened to me in incredible ways and are allowing me to learn and educate others about them. So for me, that most shows that it's time to dedicate. So that is the video. And after tonight, don't forget to tune in for the show at 10 p.m. After tonight, the Fae Garden will be open to you all to be able to visit and to find your spirituality and to be helped in all sorts of strains and problems that we have in the world. You can also use the garden and use the energy of the flower that you're dedicated to help others, like your loved ones of blood, friends, and people that you care about that may be having struggles too. Remember that. And remember that the flowers are all dedicated to different people, and their energies can also be used to help their own loved ones and people, and their energies of the spiritual realm as well. So lots of love, light and blessings to you all. I hope that you've enjoyed the video, and I hope that it's helped you to understand a little bit more. And don't forget to tune in, as I said, at 10 p.m. tonight for the dedication and opening of the Fae realm and my garden. But until then, lots of love, light and blessings from Willow, and I'll see you all very, very soon. And a merry parting from me. Blessed be. Merry meet everyone. Willow here. I would like to thank you for watching my new series. I hope that you are enjoying the adventures, whether they are inside or they are outside. I hope that you tune in for the next episode to see what other adventures I have to take you on. I hope that you have enjoyed the show and thank you for watching. Merry parting and blessed be. Hello angels and welcome to another Willow's Magical Adventures update. So in this video, it's a follow-on from the video that I showed you previously. It's got all of the pictures of the keys, the flowers and the garden so that you have a video that you can envision on when coming to the garden. So let's explain about the garden a little bit to you. So obviously I made and catered the garden for the Fae folk, which are energies that I have worked with for many years. And now I'm coming into the dedication of tonight. The garden has been made specifically for them, for me, for my spiritual practices, my connections, and also for you to be able to connect with yourself spiritually, or to deal with life matters, or to help others, or just somewhere for you to simply come and relax. But the whole point of me dedicating the garden and myself to the Fae folk means that the garden becomes enchanted and protected, meaning that it is a spiritual place of worship and to be able to come and sit. You can connect with others that are spiritual through your spiritual forms, and you can connect with your spiritual energies. Because it is enchanted and part of nature and of the Fae, It means that all energies of nature are welcomed and in this realm also. As an enchanted realm of the Fey realm, my garden is now part of it and holds a place of security, safety, and protection at all times for myself, for my energies, and for you. So, what do you have to do to be able to simply enter my garden? So, for my fam, my community, entering the garden is just as simple as first looking and focusing and visioning the garden itself. So, you can use either of these two pictures that I put up. Envision that in your mind when coming to my garden. Then my community and my sisters, you then envision the keys. So first the fairy key, then the sister key, and then envision them together. Once you have envisioned them together, you then put your mind and vision to your flower. So for instance, I have a flower that is dedicated to my partner and his family. This is his flower. Anytime I'm wanting to connect or do any help or do anything to help him, or he just wants to simply sit there and think and ask the energies for help, he can envision the garden, the keys, and this flower and get direct help and doing it safely. This goes for all of you as well. So the second flower is in dedication to my mum and my family. So I would use this to do anything to do with them. Then this beautiful one here is my fam and communities flower. So guys, whenever you're wanting to just come to my garden for any purpose, as long as it's love, light, and it's of good nature, you envision this flower. This is the last thing you envision. My sisters, you will envision this flower. Sister Drew, if you're needing to do anything for Jordan or for his mum, or his mum wants to do anything for herself or for Jordan while he's in the spiritual realm and for her family, she can envision, or you can envision on this sister to get direct help. This flower is in dedication to Sister Drew and her family, meaning Wooly, Liam, Zach, her daughter, and her mother, father, her very close and direct family. She can envision on this flower to be able to get any help, any guidance, or anything that she's needing from my garden and from the energies. This is the sunflower, and this is dedicated to Sister Drew and to her nephew Jordan, who sadly passed away. Any time that Sister Drew needs direct communication with Jordan, she can use this flower and my garden and do it safely, and he can also connect to Drew that way as well. This simply can also help in work if they come to be spiritually connected, which I do believe they will be. This flower will be able to give them both the energy to do the spiritual work they're both needed to do. This flower is dedicated to Boo, my boy Dash, and to all of my deities and energies that I work with, and to any of the energies of my sisters and my brothers that come to my garden. This is mine, Rudy's, and our children's plant. So anytime we're wanting to help each other or help our kids or anything like that, we can envision on this flower. And this one is my fern tree, and this is dedicated to Pups and to my mama, and also to my godparents Alison and John. Anytime I'm wanting to give them energy or help them in any situation, I can envision, or you guys can envision on that to help them, and they can do the same envisioning on that plant to come back and help us. And not my last, but most definitely one of my most favourite flowers. It is the spider plant. And this is the plant that is the symbolisation of mine and my faith folk and nature energies relationships, and the connection of the spiritual garden that has now become an enchanted one. So when you do your envisions, guys, you simply start with the garden, envisioning it, then envision the fairy key on its own, the sister key on its own, and then both of them together, and then the flowers and everything that I showed you previously in these videos. So for instance, for you, it would be your fam and community flowers, or it'll be the sister flower for the sister clan, or it will be Drew or Jordan's mum or Jordan, Drew and her family, and Drew and Jordan. And obviously Pups and Mama are in this one as well. So when you guys come in to the realm, my sisters, Pups and Mama, you will do the same thing, envisioning the garden. You will envision this key first, which is our sister key. Then you will envision the fairy key. Then you will envision both of them together. This is for the sisters to be able to enter all areas of the fairy realm, where they're able to go into the houses, enter my home, and they have been personally invited. So they would envision the keys after the garden, and then obviously they would envision on the sister plant, and on for Pups and Mama it will be the fern plant, and then simply the sisters will simply say, and Pups and Mama can simply say, I ask to enter the enchanted Willow garden. We are the sisters, we are Mama, we are Pups. For the community, when you come, you will come showing the first version that I showed you, and you say simply at the end, after envisioning your flower, I come forth to Willow's enchanted garden and ask that may I enter, please, and wait for a feeling or somebody to say yes within your mind. Then you know that you can enter in your spiritual forms. And that also goes for the sisters. Obviously, sisters and Pups and that, if you're just going into the garden to relax and you're not wanting to enter the realms, then you will just do like the first one. You would envision the fairy key, then the sister key, and then them both together, and then you would just envision on the sister plant, or you would envision on your fern plant to come into the garden. It's just that the keys are done a little bit differently, and obviously with the sisters as well, they will have a password, so they will simply do the key, do the plant, and all of those things, and then they would say the password and then the same at the end. So it would go garden vision, the key vision, the plant vision, and then you would say your password, and then you would ask for your entry. which I have stated in the video. So I hope that this is helping you to understand a little bit more on what you need to be doing. It is really important, guys, that when you're doing this, that you do it the way that I've instructed you, because this has been chosen and done and prepared by myself, the Fae, and the energies of nature. We have done this so that you guys have somewhere safe to come, with 24 hours, 7 days a week safety, where no negative or evil or bad energy can enter at all because of the threshold, and where you are always in an enchanted and protected area, and connected and surrounded by all of our natural elements and energies that we work with every day. This garden is a very special place, and I ask that if you do come and you use it for your purposes to help, please only do it in love, light, and in blessings. And remember that if you step out of line at any point, my deities such as Aura, Darius, or Drew's deities, Pups, Mummers, or any of my sisters' deities can step in and remove you from the garden permanently, or stop you coming in for a short period of time. The garden is very much protected by them, and they know the rules and the way that people should act when being in spiritual and enchanted realms. So please, when you come with love, honour and respect of the garden, of my home, and of my energies, and of each other. And just enjoy, be enchanted, and just love the sanctuary of my garden, guys. And I hope that you tune in for my video of my live, where I'm going to be doing the opening and the dedication ceremony live at 10 p.m. tonight. So tune in. But until then, lots of love, light, and blessings. And I hope that this video helped you. And Willow will see you all very, very soon. Merry parting, and talk to you all very soon. Blessed be. Merry meet, everyone. Willow here. I would like to thank you for watching my new series. I hope that you are enjoying the adventures, whether they are inside or they are outside. I hope that you tune in for the next episode to see what other adventures I have to take you on. I hope that you have enjoyed the show, and thank you for watching. Merry parting, and blessed be.